Okay, so for the first part of today's hip mobility workout, we're gonna start by getting in a 90-90 position. So 90 degrees front leg, 90 degrees to the side back leg. And what we're gonna start out with is 90-degree hip thrusts. So you can support yourself with your arms on your back and just slowly thrust your hips upwards. We'll do 10 of these on each side. And so this will help activate the muscles in the side of the back hip. Just getting them nice and loose, and then of course switching to the other side and doing 10 here, nice and slow, nice and controlled. We'll also be doing after this 90-degree hip rotations. So just lifting up just that back leg. And you can stay seated for this position. Again, 10 on each side. After this, we'll be doing hip lifts. So staying seated, you're gonna try and lift that front leg. Again, supporting yourself with your hands on the ground and remaining seated. As well. Next one, we can go from hip to pike, 90-degree hips to pike. This one feels really nice for that front leg. And of course, just like everything else, doing it on both sides. 90 degrees, then hip pike. The next movement we'll be getting into is our frog reaches. So you just bend forward, spread your legs out like a frog, and then you're just gonna slowly walk over and reach to the sides. If it's ever tight in a specific area, feel free to hold that tightness. Just stretch it out. This doesn't need to be a fast movement by any means. So for me, I feel a little bit of tightness on my right side, so I'm just gonna hold this here before walking over again and reaching to the other side. Following that, we'll do our pigeon pose bows. So we'll start with our pigeon pose like we do in yoga, and then just bowing forward. And again, 10 of these on each side, nice and slow, nice and controlled. And then we'll move into our lunge hip rotations. So get into a nice deep lunge, and then just rotating your hips side to side. Again, roughly 10 on each side. If you feel like you need to do a few more, or you can repeat after. And then we have our side lunge bends. So a nice and deep side lunge, and then just bending forward. And it really rotates the hip as well. Like everything else, repeat on both sides. And I can feel more tightness on this side. So if 10 wasn't enough, I could always come back after and repeat more, or do another 10 right now. And then we'll do our lunge thread the needles. So a nice deep forward lunge, making sure to support yourself with a hand, arm up, thread your arm through your leg. So we're getting a nice thoracic bend in there as well. And then we'll be doing our front elevated lunges. So we'll bring a chair of some sort or support. Just careful that it doesn't slide. Putting the front leg on the chair or your step. And then just nice deep bend, really opening up that hip. Again, repeat on both sides. And then while we're here, we'll switch it around and do the back leg. If you need to, you can step forward or backwards closer to your step, whatever feels comfortable, and then just do a nice gentle bend, feeling that stretch in the hip here. Really activates the hip flexors. And then the last one that we'll do is our reverse Nordic curls. So just on your knees, you can support yourself with either your body or the ground, and just slowly bending and feeling that stretch before lifting up again. If you want to be close to a wall and have yourself walk down it, that's totally fine. And again, doing 10 of these. Awesome, hope that helps.